Hey, look, I'm back again already. And I got the hat this time because I don't plan on having a panel, so I don't need my headphones on. So this is the day for this shit. Earlier today, I watched a video from the Angry Vet and I made a comment on it. The video was a rap song that he did, and here, let me show you the comment exchange. You might not be able to read that, but I said, did I miss the part where he acknowledged the work of the graphics guy? And he replied, did I miss the part where you didn't want to play FAFO? For those of you who might not know, FAFO means fuck around and find out. What the hell is that supposed to mean? When my comment was, did you acknowledge the graphics guy? Because I knew he didn't do the graphics on the video, and I know from personal experience that doing the graphics is much more work and takes more talent than doing an AI song. And, why did he have to come back with an angry comment for me saying that? Now, Nikki says the graphics guy didn't want acknowledged, and I can believe that because I happen to know who the graphics guy is. But I still personally, on something like this, I would have said, I want to thank an anonymous friend for adding the graphics instead of doing a video and let everybody think that it was all my own work. In fact, I have done that sort of thing before when people have said, oh, hey, I really like this. And I will say, thanks, but I want you to know that it was a group project because somebody else did this part of it. But that's just me, I guess. I don't know how the internet works. But, as I'm sitting here thinking, well, let me just go ahead and talk some more about this guy we all know as the Angry Vet, who I always liked, by the way, from the first time I saw him. He's a very good internet clown. He's entertaining. And he does some good, I don't know if he would call it auditing or not, because he mostly was like doing camera stuff that revolved around his own problems with the VA, but he did good stuff there. He fights the man. I guess he does go out and do some of the other kind of auditing on. But anyway, and but here's the thing. I'm going to talk about scars. The charity he came up with. Now, let me just say from the beginning, I thought scars was a good idea. I still think it's a great idea what they say they want to do. But more and more, I have had no faith in the administration of it. Vet. First of all, you do all these videos where you lay in bed chewing on marijuana gummies and just rambling on forever, which is fine, except that's the image we want to donate to for an organization that wants thousands of dollars. And you did a video not too long ago. I gotta tell you, this reminds me of one of your friends, old Generally Specific. How many times has GS done a video where he says, I'm no longer going to say mean things about people. I'm no longer going to put anybody down because that's not a good Christian thing to do. And then next thing you know, he does a video where he's putting down somebody else. But anyway, So Vet did this video where he says, I'm not going to talk about other auditors anymore. If you people cannot figure out who the grifters are for yourself, if you cannot figure out the people who are doing it wrong for yourselves, that's on you. I'm not going to do it anymore because it just doesn't look good. And then he keeps doing videos, putting down these other people. So basically, how are we supposed to trust you? Let me mention some other things, Vet, while I'm FAFO. The fuck is wrong with you? You can come back with an angry reply like that just because I said, how come you didn't acknowledge the graphics guy? God, maybe you're not eating enough gummies. Um, so yeah, let me tell you some more about the Vet. Like I said, I always liked him. He was entertaining. But this is a guy who goes on a trip and then he has to call Nikki and say, find me a gas station, find me a motel. How fucking incompetent are you? You know, he does he does his videos and then he's like, oh, I don't know what button to push. But you want people to donate thousands of dollars to you. And again, I am not one of those people that says I think you are a grifter or anything like that. I think you have good intentions. But why would we give money to incompetent leadership? You decided to do this fundraising thing. Pay to have Vet cut his hair. Now, I didn't necessarily think it was a great idea, but I could be wrong about stuff like that. I didn't think people would really give you $1,000 an inch. Maybe I'll be proved wrong. But let me tell you, if I was doing that, some of the things I would have done, instead of just doing a video saying, here's what we're doing, which, by the way, was one of those videos where it's like, oh, how do I present the screen? How do I do this? But anyway, you and your executive director or whatever it was that was on there, you couldn't even figure out how to do simple crap like that. But we should trust you. Anyway, so the idea was, and hey, if anybody wants to do this, go to the Angry Vet and find the sites where you can donate money. For every $1,000 he raises, he will cut an inch of his hair off. But you know, like I say, if I was doing that, first of all, I wouldn't have added the part where you could also donate to keep the hair. Because all that does is discourage people from donating. You know, if I was going to, and I wouldn't be in this situation to do this anyhow, I mean, I might have made a small donation, but anyway, if I was going to give you $250 or $1,000 to cut off a piece of your hair, and you said, oh, but if somebody else comes along and donates, then that nullifies my donation. I'd be like, no, why? Why would I do that? You know? Also, if you're going to do a fundraiser, you dumb son of a bitch, you don't announce it and then say, okay, this is going to go for a month. We'll be back in a month and tell you how it happened. You should be out there every fucking day promoting it. Do a small video, something fun, going, hey, you want to see me bald? Donate money, whatever. You don't announce it and just let it lay for a month. Again, this is the kind of incompetence that makes people like me say, why should we want to support your organization? Which again, I repeat, the idea of your organization is a good one. You just can't trust the follow through. And the other thing you should have been doing with the fundraiser is you should have been visiting every panel that would take you. And while you're there, say, by the way, we're raising money for scars, and this is how we're doing it. If you want to support us, go over to my site and the links are there to donate. But anyway, that's just some of the crap going through my mind. But mostly it's like, again, all I said was, why didn't you acknowledge the guy that did the graphics? And you're like, fuck around and find out. The fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? I don't know. I know. I'll probably get idiots commenting on this, telling me how worthless I am and stuff. But you know what? I'm not the one trying to raise money. You really think people are going to look at what you're doing and how you're doing it and want to give you thousands of dollars? Hey, if I get proved wrong, great. I still think it's a good idea. I'm just not sure you're the person to carry through on it. You keep proving that you're just not very competent, and we can't trust your word. Again, you did this whole video saying you're not going to put anybody down anymore, and then you keep going after this Texas gal or whatever her name is. Maybe she did say something bad about you, but I thought you said you were going to ignore all those people. Okay, Vet, so here I am, fucking around and finding out. What am I going to find out? Are you going to do an angry AI video about me? Go for it. Don't forget to acknowledge the graphics guy this time.
And that's the way it is.